morning, everybody. So, just left my guy. He didn't have like anything crazy. He just handed me a box. It had two N64s in it. One of them came with cables, and then I found this a little while after, controller, and then there's a PS2 fat in there for my buddy. So, 35 bucks for that. I actually gotta go back because I gave him a 40. I gave him 40 bucks because he didn't have change. So, he'll just give me my change when I come back. So yeah, it's gonna be. I have a good feeling about today, so hopefully that pays off. Yeah, I'll come back to you guys when I see something else. On my way to go use the restroom, and somebody stopped me real quick, and I got these games for 13 bucks. Parasite Eve, Black Label, and Worms Battle Islands. So pretty sweet, 13 bucks, 5 and 8. No, not too bad. Yeah, so find something else. Let you guys know. Through here, found that bad boy. Pretty sweet. Cut my finger. No worries. Let's look around more. There's gotta be more. Stuff right here. So. See how much they want. Any more? Yes. No more game stuff? No. That was it? What do you want for that one?
That one, $10.
10 bucks?
Yeah.
You don't have any of the cables or anything for it?
None.
No.
What you see is what you get.
Okay. No problem. That 64, 10 bucks. Pretty good deal. So yeah, everything else you guys will see will be from Sunday, so see you guys then. So I'm here with Greg, doing some hunting. There's not a lot today, not a lot at all, but I got all that stuff in there. Probably some of the best. I had a Donkey Kong, but I sold it to my buddy like right away. He owns a shop, so got that for 10. Got that for 10. Got this stack of games for 12. The Donkey Kong in there's got the manual. So some pretty cool stuff. Just walking around freestyling. Where I got all those games, he said he knows there's a Nintendo with a bunch more games in there. He's going to set it aside for me. So I'll get all that stuff. When I do, I'll show you guys. So see you guys in a bit. Guys, we're all done at the swap meet. Did all right. I went back and all he had was a Nintendo, no other games. So, yeah, not a lot. There wasn't anything really to show. Most of the deals that I got were just like, oh, I have this, and they handed it to me, and I gave them the money kind of thing. So, yeah, I'll get home, get everything together, and show you guys what I got. What's up, everybody? So all done with the swap meet stuff. Really good stuff. Quite a bit of stuff this week. Wednesday was okay. I mean, not as good as it usually is. My guy only had a couple things, and then I found a couple other things just walking around. And then I went to the swap meet on Thursday and found a couple things, just a few things. The only reason I went there again on Thursday was because the same lady that told me before, you know, that had the Nintendo, I went to see if she brought it, if she was there, and she wasn't there. So she her friend said next week probably. So we'll see. And then like I told you guys from the garage sale finds, I went to the swap meet on Saturday before I went to a couple garage sales, and I got 2 things from there. And then my Sunday finds. I wasn't going to go out on Sunday because it was Easter, but I did. I had a little bit of time, and I ended up finding more than I thought I was going to. So, yeah, let's jump into it. Okay, so Wednesday, go to my guy first, ask him if he has anything, and he hands me a box with two N64s. One of them had the cables, and one of them was just the system. They both work. And then as I was digging through some of his stuff, I found an NES controller. 35 bucks for everything, so pretty good deal actually. Next, just freestyling around, just walking around, and I asked. They looked like new sellers. So usually when I see a new seller, I usually ask them, and they pulled out these two games. They had 3 games, but these two I got for what was it, 13 bucks, I think. Not too bad of a deal. We got Worms Battle Islands for the Wii, and then Parasite Eve Black Label for the PS1. And this one is cool. My copy that I had didn't have this little demo CD or collector's CD or whatever in it. That was right there. So I'm gonna be switching my copy out for this copy. This is pretty clean too. So yeah, 13 bucks for that. Let's see. And then there was this. Digging through some boxes, like from, like storage units and stuff. This is the same guy that had that big giant lot that I missed out on. But I mean, he always has stuff. It seems like, you just gotta dig for it. I found Super C. That's cool to find. Pretty good random game to find. I think it was the only game he had. I think he had some disc like Xbox or Xbox 360 games, but for the only NES game that he had, this is a good one to find. And then this was right next to the NES game in the bottom of the box, a Game Gear manual, or I think it's a poster. Not 100% sure, but it's pretty cool. It's got all these things on the inside and pretty sweet. So, $3 for that. Amazing deal for Super C. And then last but not least, an N64. This was just the system only. I was walking by. I had asked this guy if he had some game stuff earlier, but he said he didn't know. He had just a bunch of different stuff. So when I was leaving the swap meet, I walked back by, and this was sitting out. So 10 bucks on this. Not a bad deal. Okay, so Thursday, I didn't get very much because I just went there for that one reason. But I walked around for a little bit since I was there. The first thing I got for 25, which I didn't think was a very bad deal. I thought it was pretty good. Because I haven't seen these games and I didn't own any of this stuff. So RoboCop versus the Terminator Game Gear. This is all Game Gear stuff. Streets of Rage 2. And then this really cool item, the Sega Game Gear TV tuner. It's got that is still intact, and it's pretty nice condition, so pretty sweet. I love these little weird add-ons. So 25 for that. And then a couple games here. I think I got them for like $2 each. We've got Darksiders on the PS3. Call of Juarez, Xbox 360, and then this is pretty cool. I have the original game, but I thought this was pretty cool. Demo disc for War of the Monsters. So $2 each, not a bad deal. Okay, so that was it for Thursday. Now Friday, Saturday. This was a really good day. I started the day out. It was, my garage sale day. I started the day out, and I was like, I woke up really early. There wasn't that many sales posted, and there wasn't any that were that early. So I was like, I'll just go to the swap meet. I don't usually go to the swap meet on Saturday. Let's see what's out there. So first find, these people, same thing. They get storage units to put out boxes. They usually have games. It's always scattered. They have a guy, another swap meet vendor that always buys all the stuff for them. They set it aside for him, so that's cool. But I mean, they do have other stuff that they don't, if it's in a box, then they don't see it. They set it out. Well, there was a PS1 there. It was complete. Pop it open, and right there, Silent Hill. Really good game to find inside of a PS1. And I didn't own this game before. I have one, but it's like a bootleg copy or whatever. So it's nice to have an original copy. So now I just need the case and manual. $1 for that. Really good price for Silent Hill. Okay, so next walking around and I see these bad boys. Original Xbox Logitech controllers. Both of them have their wireless adapters. Both of them have the back covers. And I tried to get just those, but the guy didn't want to sell them separate from the Xbox, so I ended up picking up everything. Original Xbox, it came complete, and there was a game inside. Conflict Desert Storm. $20. Now that is a great deal because the Logitech Xbox controllers are a lot harder to find than the PS2 ones. So pretty stoked on that. I have my original Xbox that's modded, so it's got all the games, and now I can use the Logitech controllers. Okay, so that was it. Then, as you guys saw in the garage sale finds, it just spiraled from there, and it was a pretty great day for garage sale finds. Okay, so move on to Sunday. Started the day out thinking I wasn't really going to find anything since it was Easter. There wasn't that many vendors there. So I'm walking around. The first thing I found, I actually don't have, was Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. I was walking around with one of my buddies, and he owns a shop. So I picked it up, and then he got it off me for like $5 more or whatever. And he said he needed inventory, and pretty good. So it just helped with the rest of the day to buy more stuff. And also from the same guy that I got this for $2. The Netflix Instant Streaming Disc. So pretty cool little novelty piece or whatever. I'm probably never going to use it, but and then this is another one of my kind of a buddy. I mean, always chit chat with him whenever I see him at the swap meets. He does the same thing, storage units. He keeps all the game stuff though. He says he keeps it all and then sells it once a month at a different swap meet. But he gave me this for free just because I found the cart only. I think at the garage sales the day before. So Madden 2005. So just it's got the manual in there, I think. Yeah. So no game was in there, but now I can complete the game that I found the day before. Okay, so now this is when it started getting interesting. At this point my buddy had left, and it was just me and Greg, and we were walking around, and I saw this one guy who I think it was, when was it? Was it last week? I think it was last week, or it might have been on Saturday, the day before. I saw another swap meet vendor buy stuff from him. So I was like, he usually has stuff. He's the same thing, gets storage units, puts the stuff out. Well, I walk up, and another vendor there had just bought this. So I walk up and I asked him, hey, you want to sell that? And he sold it right to me for $10. So he probably got it for $5. That's cool. Still, $10 for this is cool. Well, then he walks away, and I asked the guy who is setting the stuff out, did you happen to have any more? And he pulls these out of a bag. He's like, yeah, I got these games right here. So we've got Tetris, original Mario Bros, or Super Mario Bros, just by itself, no Duck Hunt. Dr. Mario in this cool Funko-Land sleeve. And then the best one out of the four, Donkey Kong with the manual. So I got these for $12. And then he told me, he said he saw the system in there. So I came back a little later, and he didn't find the system yet, but he found this. So I got this Game Boy Advance Glacier with the battery cover. And this game is Tetris, but whatever. It doesn't have no label, and the front is broken. But I got this for $10. Really good deal considering it has the back, and it's really clean. Okay. So then I come back just a little bit later, and he ended up finding the system. So we got an NES. Came with all the cables. 3 controllers, 2 original, and an NES Max controller. And then this cable, this was really cool. This is an original Game Boy transfer cable for the original Game Boys. So I've never seen one of these before. It does, it's not expensive by any means, but just the fact that I found it in the wild and I didn't have one, that's pretty cool. So I asked him how much for the Nintendo. $10. It's been a while since I found an NES at a swap meet for $10. So that was really good. That just that made the day right there. I was like, man, how could it get any better? Well, then I went to another seller that I haven't gone to in a long time, and if if you watch my videos from earlier, like way before, there was this vendor there who, what he does is he sets up a table and then he just empties crates of DVDs, games, whatever onto a table, and you just scramble and grab them. Well, he didn't do that this time around. And I mean, we were kind of excited to do it. We thought, it'd be pretty cool. But he didn't do that this time around. He just set up the DVDs, and he had a lot of empty Wii games, like really good ones, like Kirby's Return to Dreamland. A bunch of Mario games. Well, he had another crate set off to the side, and it had all of this stuff in it. Now, somebody else was digging through it, but they didn't take anything. And there's some good stuff here. So for $30, I got this stack. Okay, so this one right here is empty. We've got Kirby Squeak Squad on the DS. It's got manual, everything's in there. So when I find that loose, I'll have it complete. This is really cool. Mazes of Fate. This is complete in the box. Really cool. A little bit up there for a Game Boy Advance game. That kind of like, I think the going rate on this one is like around 20, so that almost pays for everything. Disc only of Iron and Blood. This was actually in one of the cases. Complete The Lost World Jurassic Park for the PS1. This one, it's kind of unfortunate I couldn't find disc 1. Alone in the Dark for the Dreamcast. It's just missing disc 1. It has, the manual, disc 2. So anybody out there has a extra disc 1 that they don't mind getting rid of, let me know. But yeah, pretty cool. And then The Grinch for the Dreamcast. This one, when I found it, it was just the backing and the game. But I was digging through the box more, and at the very bottom there was the manual. So I just took the front case from an empty case that he had in there. And then we got some Master System games. Altered Beast. All of these are missing the manuals. Altered Beast, which I was surprised that was still in there. It's not very expensive. It's still a cool game. Rocky. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Mainly just picked all these up because you never see Master System games anywhere, and I didn't have any of them. And then Altered Beast on the Genesis. This one's missing the manual, and the cart is pretty beat. But still, though, I mean, the case was there, and it works. So that's all that really matters. And I didn't have this one in the box, so I don't think I did. No, I do, right there. Yeah. I gotta start listing my Genesis games on my phone, so I just, don't pick them up. But good for trades, so that's cool. So $30 on that stuff, really good deal. Yeah, that was it for the swap meet stuff. Like I said, I didn't expect to find anything on Easter, but I did. It was really good. I had, some nice stuff here, so definitely happy with the finds, and I'm really stoked about those Logitech controllers. I've been wanting to buy some, but it seems like every time I find them, they're either way too expensive, missing the backs, missing the wireless adapters, or they don't want to split them up. So in this case, he didn't want to split them up, but it was a really good deal buying everything together, so I'm happy with it. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys for this week. Coming up, there's going to be well, by the time you guys see this video, it's going to be the day of. But the Pixel Vault Games trade event is coming up on this is going to be the morning this drops, it's going to be on the morning of, so on the 3rd. So just, another reminder. So yeah, hope to see you guys out there. So thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.